What if I told you there's an AI coding agent out there that's actually smarter than Claude Code, packs a massive 1 million token context window, and is absolutely free? Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're tearing down the high costs of premium AI development and looking at a highly secretive, multi-model orchestrator that's going to change how we build software entirely. Let's get right into it. Look, dropping hundreds of dollars a month on API tokens just to get an AI to write your boilerplate code, it's exhausting, right? It's literally the single biggest pain point for developers today. We all want the raw power of top-tier AI agents, but those subscriptions and runaway usage costs just hold us back. But there's a new open-source project called Kimchi.dev, and it changes everything by completely neutralizing that financial risk. Case in point, that $250, that's the early adopter bonus you can claim right now with Kimchi.dev. And it doesn't stop there. They're also handing out $50 in free credits, refreshed every single month, with absolutely zero credit card required. No catch, no sneaky recurring subscriptions. Before we dive into the secret of setting this up, if you love discovering game-changing dev tools before they go mainstream, hit subscribe, drop a like, and let me know in the comments if you're as tired of expensive API fees as I am. Section 1. The free Claude alternative. Stop duct taping APIs. You see, most tutorials right now are telling you to hack Kimchi API keys into your Claude Code terminal, but honestly, that's completely the wrong way to do it. If you just treat Kimchi like a basic API provider, you miss out on its absolute best features. And this comparison perfectly highlights the massive paradigm shift. When you use standard tools like Claude Code, you're relying entirely on a single, inherently expensive model to handle every single facet of your project. But Kimchi's native superpower is entirely different. It's a multi-model orchestrator. It isn't just a dumb pipe to plug API keys into. It's a complete native command line platform that sits a full layer above those single models, orchestrating them for maximum efficiency. Section 2. The multi-model secret. Building a custom AI dev team. This is where we bridge the gap between basic prompt engineering and actual high-level agent architecture. Multi-model orchestration basically means that when you hand Kimchi a task, it doesn't just blindly throw your entire prompt and all your expensive tokens at one single model. Instead, it analyzes exactly what you need. It essentially builds a custom AI dev team for every single prompt. By assessing the complexity of your request, it fires off parallel sub-agents to audit, test, and write your code simultaneously. That saves you a massive amount of time and compute. Check out how tasks are divided dynamically here. It routes the work to specialized, open-source models based strictly on the job at hand. First up, it uses Kimi to handle all the complex reasoning and sub-agent management. Then it hands the heavy code writing execution straight over to Minimax. And finally, for deep exploration of massive code bases, it leverages NVIDIA's Nematron 3. Because Nematron uses a highly efficient Mamba transformer architecture, you get a staggering 1 million token context window. Literally, you can dump massive repositories into it and it won't even break a sweat. But the absolute crucial point here is the architecture. Standard tools try to do everything in one massive, fragile context window. Kimchi, on the other hand, spawns sub-agents, and each of these sub-agents keeps its own session saved directly to your local disk as a JSON-L file. It's essentially a line-by-line running memory. So what does that actually mean for you? It means they're fully recoverable. If a sub-agent crashes halfway through a massive refactor, you don't lose your progress, and you sure don't lose your tokens. You just pick up exactly where it left off. Section 3. One-command migration setup, moving without friction. Let's talk about setup. If you've watched other tutorials, you've probably seen people getting totally bogged down in tedious setup steps. Downloading zip files, configuring Python virtual environments, dealing with clunky Linux workarounds. Well, Kimchi bypasses all of that friction natively. Just open your terminal, paste a simple curl command, and you're done. But here's the absolute best part for existing users. Kimchi automatically detects your current Claude code setup on its very first run. It offers to migrate your model context protocol servers, meaning all your local tool integrations are preserved instantly. It also imports your file system access and ports your existing GitHub skills, all with just one prompt. You lose absolutely nothing from your current workflow. You just upgrade the engine running it. Section 4. The autonomous ferment workflow. Let the AI take over. This next feature is specifically for power users and automation enthusiasts who really want to stop babysitting their AI. If you're tired of hand-holding your agent through every minor file change, pay close attention. Meet the /ferment command. Instead of a tedious back-and-forth chat interface, you just type /ferment followed by a massive task, something like implement a to-do app with a Postgres database. And you literally hand the entire project off. This is what true autonomy looks like. First, the agent automatically breaks your project down into logical milestones. Next, it scaffolds and builds out the codebase. Then, and this is absolutely key, it uses a dedicated evaluator model to self-evaluate its own code at every step. This catches regressions before they even have a chance to compile and break your build. It runs completely hands-free right up until it confidently opens a final pull request. Seriously, no babysitting required. Section 5. Budget controls and limits. Protecting your wallet. If you manage a dev team or build automated CI/CD pipelines that trigger AI agents, you absolutely need strict financial safety nets. We've all heard the horror stories of scripts getting caught in an infinite loop and racking up massive API charges overnight. Well, Kimchi solves this natively. It features built-in hard monthly spend limits. You can apply these restrictions directly per individual user or per API key. This guarantees that you're never going to wake up to a surprise $500 bill just because a subagent got a little confused. You maintain total granular control over your development budget. So to bypass the traditional costs of AI development and access this platform, you can just head over to Kimchi.dev and sign up. According to our source material, using a promo code like PUSH secures a highly exclusive $250 early adopter bonus, right alongside those $50 in recurring monthly credits we talked about earlier. But the absolute crucial point I want you to take away from this explainer is this. The real reason to make the switch isn't just the free credits, as amazing as they are. It's stepping into the future of development. Ditch Claude code entirely. Single model agents are rapidly becoming outdated, guys. The future belongs to multi-agent development, where tasks are dynamically routed based on reasoning, execution capabilities, and context size. With a powerful multi-model orchestrator at your fingertips and crash-proof subagents ready to handle the heavy lifting, what massive project are you going to deploy next? Let me know down in the comments what you plan to build autonomously with your